This is the first talk of a series called Design is a Conversation. We would like from each one of you to interact with Mark in order to explore the things that he will present in a deeper and more interesting for you way.
Ok, buonasera a tutti. Parlerò in inglese, però prima di cominciare vorrei dire che è un onore, anche un piacere trovarmi qua al centro di disegno a Reggio Emilia. So my laboratory is this one. It's the Biomimetics and Dexterous Manipulation Laboratory, and for the last 10 or 15 years we have been specializing in bio-inspired design. So we have been working for several years with biologists, and we've been making various bio-inspired robots. In some sense, everything that we design is inspired by nature because we live in nature and we can't avoid it. It is amazing what you find as soon as you start to look at animals and talk to biologists.
The guy was really into the material and was like really trapped into the innovation on the little, adhesive material. But what's beyond that? Actually,
is probably the most important thing. Beyond that, a couple other things that I'll talk about briefly. One has to do with distributing forces and controlling them so that you have a very uniform force everywhere. Every leg, every square millimeter should have the same force. Gecko, when it's climbing, it's actually suspended from its toes, and it can move around quite a bit without changing the loading condition on the tip of the toes.
I think that innovation is always the result of creativity, because it gives you the idea, and of a decision.
Okay.
It is the decision of undergoing and exploring a path that has never been explored before. I would just like to know whether you remember the moment when you decided to undergo that path, and if there was something that pushed you to take the decision.
I was really impressed by the fact that this project brings together very different disciplines, from biology to mechanical engineering and a lot more. So this is a very complex project that brings together very different scientific disciplines.
Indeed.
And what are the main challenges that you face?
Good. As soon as you work with people in a new discipline, if you're sort of open-minded and creative, then what's great about it is that you can find new ways of thinking about things. People sometimes ask me well, why do the biologists want to bother talking with you? Aren't they busy? Yeah, some are, but there are some that like to work with engineers, and part of the reason why is that if we do have an idea about what we think is really important, it is much easier to test that on a robot than it is on the animals. This is where something, where we're able to give something back to the biologist.
Thank you, Mark, for being here.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm going to see more tomorrow, but what I've learned so far is that you have an integrated faculty and where the different disciplines are brought together, and from my point of view that's a very nice opportunity because most of my research that I've enjoyed the most has been interdisciplinary. I've been working with biologists, with material scientists, with people in applied physics, and that's where new ideas are coming.